She smelled the most amazing food of her life. As she opened her eyes, she saw the food in front of her, grabbed it immediately and started eating. Then she lifted her eyes to see a woman on a business suit talking to her in French. She just stood there staring at the woman. Then the woman said, "I guess English is better." She was in tears. It's been so long that someone treated her with so much love and kindness. They discussed. She told her about herself and her academics, as she was a graduate in computer science. Then the woman said to her, "Smart people don't belong to the street." She slipped out her business card, gave her and said, "Come to my office tomorrow." The next morning, she went to a public restroom, cleaned her hair and clothes before going to the woman's company, but she still looked like a street girl anyways. The woman she met yesterday turned out to be the CEO of the company. She had an interview with her, then the woman offered her a job. Just when she thought things couldn't get any better, the woman gave her a company card and said she could lodge in one of the hotels with which the company used to work. She also bought a whole bunch of clothes for her. She never expected to see a 5-star hotel where she was to lodge. She went to the receptionist who took her to her room. She was even able to charge her phone for the first time in at least a year. But when she opened her phone, she saw nothing. No one cared. She noticed she had gained a lot of followers on Instagram. Someone was using her account to say hurtful words to all her friends. She was so pissed off. Then, someone knocked at her door. She opened and saw a very handsome man who introduced himself as Francis. He came to check if everything was alright. She later learned that he was the owner of the hotel. Nevertheless, he invited her for a walk. She took the best shower she has ever taken in her life. Looking at herself clean, she burst in tears. She hung out a lot with Francis. They got really closer and started dating. She quickly forgot everything about James and fell in love with Francis. One day, he invited her for a date on the roof of the hotel. He bought her a pretty red gown with a diamond chain. She looked so gorgeous. She arrived at the venue. It was like a fairy tale. There were roses and candles everywhere, and a classic music playing in the background. He came to her and said he had a surprise for her. Then her parents came out from behind. She was so happy that she jumped on them. Her parents had been looking for her all that while, and Francis helped to trace them and bring them over to her. Then he proposed to her in front of her parents, and she said a big yes. And before I forget, about James, he committed a crime online and ended up in jail. It's funny how things work out. Please consider subscribing to my channel. Don't forget to click the notification button. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. This greatly encourages me to do more videos like this. Catch you up in the next one.